Welcome to Richard Mabey Presents.
Hello, YouTube friends. This is Richard Mabey with Richard Mabey Presents. It is Thursday, September 25th, 2025 at 11:45 in the AM, 15 minutes to the Waltons on MeTV. And then today I'm going to really give myself a treat. And as soon as I'm done taping, I'll watch the Waltons while I'm editing. And then I promised myself at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 5 o'clock today, I'm going to watch the 3 episodes of the Waltons on, they call it Hallmark Family Channel. So that'll be a special thing to do. This Bible I have here was my dad's. Oh wait, no, my apologies. My grandmother's, my dad's mother, and the New American Standard Bible, giant print. Wait till you see the font. I'm going to read a psalm, but wait till you see the font. This font, I love this font. Is like a 14 or maybe even a 15 size font. Look at that font. I love that font. So I'm going to read Psalm 17, prayer for protection against oppressors, a prayer of David. Psalm 17. Hear a just cause, O Lord. Give heed to my cry. Give ear to my prayer, which is not from deceitful lips. Let my judgment come forth from thy presence. Let thine eyes look with equity. Thou hast tried my heart. Thou hast visited me by night. Thou hast tested me and dost find nothing. I have purposed that my mouth will not transgress. As for the deeds of men, by the words of thy lips, I have kept from the paths of the violent. My steps have held fast to thy paths. My feet have not slipped. I have called upon thee, for thou wilt answer me, O my God. Incline thine ear to me, hear my speech. Wondrously show thy loving kindness, O Savior of those who take refuge at thy right hand. From those who rise up against them, keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me in the shadow of thy wings from the wicked who despoil me, my deadly enemies who surround me. They have closed their unfeeling heart. With their mouth they speak proudly. They have now surrounded us in our steps. They set their eyes to cast us down to the ground. He is like a lion that is eager to tear, and as a young lion lurking in hiding places. Arise, O Lord, confront him, bring him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked with thy sword, from men with thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world whose portion is in this life, and whose belly thou dost fill with thy treasure. They are satisfied with children, and leave their abundance to their babes. As for me, I shall behold thy face in righteousness. I will be satisfied with thy likeness when I awake. Psalm 17. I love the font in this book, in this Bible. I love the font. It's got to be a 14 font, or maybe even a 15 or 16 font. I just love this giant print. It's just fantastic. So moving right along, this has a very dear and precious meaning to me. It's a neckerchief slide from Recica Falls. Recica Falls is a Boy Scout camp in Pennsylvania. Hold on, folks. And I'm back. This is a neckerchief slide from Recica Falls. Recica Falls is a Boy Scout camp in eastern Pennsylvania. And Troop 170 had attended Recica Falls summer camp for a few years, maybe 3 or 4 years. And my friend John at church gave this to me. It's a neckerchief slide, and I really cherish it. I just really cherish it. Now this is a square lashing that's on this, but this is a really wonderful neckerchief slide here, and I really cherish it. You see, it's got the ring here for the neckerchief. It's a beautiful neckerchief slide. I miss the Scouts. I gotta confess, I miss the Scouts. I'm going through stuff. I'm going through stuff this morning. But this is a photo of my grandmother, my mom's mom, in Boonton, New Jersey. That's the town my mom was born and raised in, and also the town where I went to high school. Lincoln Park sent their high school kids to Boonton. So Boonton, and the Labor Day parade was a really big deal in Boonton, and in Lincoln Park the Memorial Day parade was a big deal. But my grandmother, I think she was like 85, 86 years old, and my grandfather, my mom's father, had been a fireman for over 50 years, and after he passed away, they kind of made my grandma like some kind of like a matriarch of the fire department, and there she is in this old-fashioned. The focus isn't too good here, but there's grandma there in this old-time fire engine, fire truck, old-time, maybe from the 20s. Just a great moment in time. Oh, to go back in time just for a few days, you know. Why do we remember the things we do? This magnifying glass. Let's see here. May 1963. 63. 59, 60. Okay, I was just finishing 4th grade. 62. I was 9 years old, but I think it was the summer. It was actually the summer of 64, between 5th grade and 6th grade, somewhere. Anyway, I remember this so well. It's an old Black Hawk comic book. Black Hawk comic book from May of 63. And I remember it was summertime, and I was at Steve's barbershop by myself, you know. And I had walked, I rode my bike down. I remember I rode my bike down. And why do we remember the things we do? But I remember I was reading this Black Hawk comic book here, and I was halfway through it, and then, you know, came my turn to get the haircut. And so I didn't say anything, but it must have shown on my face. And these were the days when you would actually take. It's unheard of now. People don't. It would be like what are you doing folding the comic book? But you would actually fold the comic book like this and read it. So I was, I guess, halfway through the comic book, and it must have shown in my face. So I put it down. I got my hair cut, and then after the haircut, there were 2 or 3 other men waiting to get their haircut. And Steve said, hey, Rich, you can have this comic book. And I don't, I kind of cherished it. It was like Steve's barbershop was just like Floyd's barbershop in Mayberry. It was just, and I always cherished this comic book, The Bizarre Split Man Black Hawk. I mean, a comic book collector would laugh at it and say, oh, it doesn't have a cover, blah, blah. But to me, it means so much because, it's that moment. It was between 5th grade and 6th grade, the summer of 1964, and I was 10 years old, and it was just a great moment in time. So many memories, so many memories. I'm taking the I'm not saying go out and buy this product, but I'm having good results with this magnolia bark for my heart. So I'm not saying what I'm saying. Here's how I'm saying it. If you have heart problems, here's how I'm saying it. Research magnolia bark. Read up on magnolia bark. I'm getting good results with it. So I just pass it around as a kindness. Yeah, I'm not saying you must take. No, I'm not saying that. Research magnolia bark. Research it. Also, I'm getting off the caffeine, and oh, what a headache I get. I had usually I would have a cup of tea in the morning, iced tea at lunch, and maybe iced tea in the evening, or something, but I'm getting off the caffeine, and I'm getting terrible headaches. But I'm taking this turmeric orange herbal tea. Now, I am not endorsing this brand. I am not saying go out and buy turmeric orange, but I'm saying for me, myself, and I, all 3 of us, I'm having good results with this turmeric orange herbal tea. Turmeric orange herbal tea. So this is my new go-to tea, and I'm having, it's bad enough dealing with the small print, but they got to mess with your head and make the print in orange. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'll talk more about turmeric. And I used to publish a newspaper called the Lincoln Park Journal back in the 80s, and this issue is so dear to my heart. Mr. Jack Floyd was assistant scoutmaster for Troop 170 for about 30 years, and his beloved wife Lee, and Lee just passed away about a little while ago. And here's the front page here. And there's Mr. Jack Floyd and his lovely wife Lee. And they left Troop 170 to move to Tennessee, July 1987. So, yeah. The Lincoln Park Journal. There's my byline there. By Richard Mabey Jr. And there was a big, that same time period, that same week, there was a big, hold on folks, hold on. So, YouTube friends, I'm back. I just put a wash in the washing machine here, and it's now 1:10 in the afternoon. So 3 o'clock, I'm gonna try and get all my wash, all my whites and darks and everything done by 3 o'clock. That's going to be tough to do. But my goal is I want to watch the 3 episodes of the Waltons today, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, on the Hallmark family channel. That'll be good. I'm grooving on this Fantastic Four number 260 from November 1983. This is a great issue. This is a phenomenal issue. You know, we think of 1983, but this comic book is over 40 years old. This comic book is over 40 years old. I love Fantastic Four. I just, when I was a kid, you know, that 9, 10, 11, 12 era, 13, you know, like 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I didn't buy a lot of Fantastic Four comic books, and I really regret that. You know, I focused on Batman and Superman and Justice League and the Atom and Teen Titans and Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen and all those comic books, and Superboy, Justice League of America, Adventure Comics, a lot of DC, and I did faithfully buy just about every month by Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man, but Fantastic, I had just a sprinkling of Fantastic Four from the 60s. So I'm halfway through this comic book. This is a great comic book. This is a really phenomenal comic book. I'm having a great time reading this. So I'm halfway through. I like the solace, the solitude in my clubhouse. You know, I really like the breezeway, but you know, people walk by and they tend to congregate where the road meets my driveway, and they just look at me because I'm talking to myself. But here, you know, here in the clubhouse, I got some privacy, so I like that. I can read my comic books, read the Bible, pray, contemplate, and all. So I'm gonna finish reading this Fantastic Four, and hopefully then put the whites in the dryer, go in and get the lights, light colored clothes, and then I got to do the dark colored clothes. So I got my work cut out for me today. So as always, thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I have 823 subscribers. I need 177 to start making money on YouTube. And I could use it. I could use the dough. You know, I got doctor bills and prescriptions and all that, and it helps out with that. So please subscribe. Appreciate it very much. So stay happy, stay positive, stay healthy. This is Richard Mabey. Oh, I meant to mention I got the my Camp Levine shirt on today. Got the old Camp. I love this shirt. You know, scouting in action. There's the patrol going. You know, the troop is going on a big hike there, maybe the Appalachian Trail or something. So stay happy, stay positive, stay healthy. This is Richard Mabey signing off. Bye for now. YouTube friends, bonus footage. I finished my Fantastic Four comic book, and I took the comic books I had up here on my comic book library display. I brought them inside the other day, so I'm starting from scratch. So starting off my new comic book display library with Fantastic Four number 260. The great comic book. It was a phenomenal comic book. Early 1980s comic book. Just a great plot, fantastic artwork, just a really, really great comic book. This bonus footage here. This is the Daily Sun Sunday comics from Sunday, June 26, 2022, and I was reading these comics here, and I got Shoe. I love Shoe. Oh, I just love Shoe. So the lady, I think that's the lady that works in the luncheonette. She's taking her cat to the vet. So the veterinarian says, "And who is your little friend here, Roz?" And Roz says, "Dr. Robbins, this is my new cat, Misty." It's kind of cute there. So there it is. There's the vet. Treetops Animal Hospital. It's really cute. So the doctor says, "What can I do for you?" That's a great drawing there. It's a beautiful drawing. So so Roz says here, look at the cat. Look at the poor cat. The cat's scared out of its skull. So Roz says, Spay Misty for me. Spay Misty for me. This shoe cracks me up. I'll tell you, the cat, he's so scared. So, good old shoe. Shoe by Gary Brookins and Susie McNally. Great. One of the great all-time comic strips, newspaper comic strips. Founded by Jeff McNally, and he passed away, and Susie is Jeff's widow. But I love Shoe. It's a great comic strip. Okay, folks, and that's a wrap. That's a wrap.